Have you ever met someone who just is so interesting? You don't know exactly what it is, but after you're done with the conversation with them, you feel more alive and energized. The question I have is that person born that way, or did they get built that way? Psychology and personal experience has some really interesting answers. Let's check it out. Most people think that interesting people are just naturally more charismatic. But the truth is that the real people that are more interesting to us are interesting because they're curious about life, really good listeners who have great experiences, and passionate about something. Interesting people are curious people. One study actually showed that after you have a conversation with a curious person who's just interested, you actually feel attracted to them, and maybe you can't even explain why. Researchers found something else interesting too. When you're curious in small talk, you just have better conversations. You can turn a normal conversation into a meaningful one. The best thing you can do for this is to ask good questions and let people talk. But interesting people aren't just asking good questions, they're having good experiences. Interesting people, studies show, have a variety of experiences throughout the day. And these variety of experiences help them to feel more agreeable, less anxious, and emotionally healthier. But when you do the same routine every day, your anxiety levels go up and your interest in life goes down. This is linked to less well-being and mental health. But people who have a variety of experiences seek to master things in life, and they live by more purpose. In other words, a more interesting life creates a more interesting personality. A third big way to become more interesting is to actually just have a passion in life. The research shows that people who have a passion that they're pursuing have higher meaning and purpose in their life, they're healthier and happier, and they have a stronger sense of purpose in what they're doing. People are naturally drawn to someone who is more excited about whatever it is that they're doing. If there's one personality trait that can really help you to be a more interesting person, it's the trait of openness. Someone who's open to new experiences, new conversations, trying new things, being open to doing something maybe that you're not that good at or haven't tried before can actually give you a leg up on being interesting. 10 ways to become a more interesting person. Be curious. Collect and tell good stories. Try new experiences. Develop new interests. Have an opinion. Become a great listener. Have a sense of humor. Be passionate. Share what you're learning. And number 10, live a purpose-driven life. One more final thought. The people that are most interesting in life are not necessarily the ones who try to impress others with their skills or talents or experiences, but the ones who learn to care deeply about others, listening to them, learning from them, caring about them, exploring life with them. Those are the people who are the most interesting. They live the most purpose-driven lives, and they make the biggest difference. If you want to become interesting, start caring about others.